Hello everyone, Monroe Steele here from Fashion Steele NYC, and welcome back to my channel and another fashion video. Make sure to give your girl a thumbs up and subscribe if you love fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and travel videos. All right, you guys, today I'm going to be sharing my top 20 most iconic accessories, bags, and shoes in my wardrobe. All luxury, a lot of vintage, things that you have probably never seen before. So if you are a die-hard fashion girly or guy or non-binary, this video is for you. So we're gonna go ahead and kick it off with my outfit of the day, because I know y'all are gonna ask. This dress is actually from Walmart. Y'all know they be having some cute stuff, like especially the brand Scoop. This dress comes in black as well as green. It is a knit midi dress with a left front slit, and it's incredible. I absolutely love it. I got it in a size small. I'm normally a medium or like a 28, and the small fits great. I paired it with my Ferragamo jewel tone T-strap sandals or wedges. Love these. It's kind of giving a fall vibe, but I love a hunter green. Again, this does come in black, so I will link the outfit down below along with a few more of my favorites from Walmart, because they do got some cute stuff. The earrings are Louis Vuitton, and my regular everyday jewelry, Cartier, Tiffany, a forever, like this is like an infinity bracelet, and then I have a little something from Ideal. I love this little bracelet. So that's the look. Dior on my lips. Everything is linked down below. Let's kick it off with the first thing on my list, and this is one of the newest purchases I just got, and it is these cutout Balenciaga boots. So these are the Balenciaga Sentier boots that came out in 2011 under Nicolas Ghesquiere at Balenciaga, and they are fabulous. I've seen them around. Most recently, my girl Chi has a pair, and they're just so like edgy and cool. I've always kind of wanted a pair, and I found them at a luxury consignment store called Second Ave on Howard Street and Crosby in Soho, and the price was amazing, so I had to scoop them up. I wore them recently while in New York, and they just edge up any look. I love that they have a little bit of silver, a little bit of gold. They're rough and tough. They're great for summer because you should wear them with no socks. And I have found a ton online. I think the cheapest I've seen them is $200. So I will link a few that I've found on the pre-loved market, and you should scoop them up for summer because they will add just that New York feel to any look. Okay, next up is one of my most recent purchases from Louis Vuitton, and it is this plexiglass, the Scott box. This has been around for quite some time, but they still make this. It's supposed to be used as like a keepsake for your jewelry and such, but I am definitely going to use this as a clutch. I mean, I think it's so fire. I love that it's clear. I love the little pop lock here on the front, and it's just fun. Like for summer, I could definitely see myself wearing this with any of my like plexi or like plastic sandals, and it just being a vibe in a moment. Of course, it doesn't have a handle, but you can always take like a scarf like so, and then tie it through these two loops here and form a handle. And I could do that as well as just like carrying it in my hand. Of course, your phone or nothing important is going to fit in here, but I think of all the Louis Vuitton like bags, this one is just iconic because it's kitschy and it's fun. I have found a ton of these on the pre-loved market that I've linked down below for you guys. I got mine new in store like last week, which was significantly more, but I've seen it for as low as maybe like 300 bucks. So if you're interested in the Scott box, I will leave it linked down below, and you can also just Google how to create the handle for it, so you can carry it as a top handle bag for summer. Okay, next up we have quite a few pieces from Chanel, so let's get into some statement jewelry. First up, we have these Starburst CC earrings from Chanel. These were on my wish list forever. I believe they are from the 1993 spring collection of Chanel. They are heavy, they are weighty. This is like classic, like Karl Lagerfeld Chanel. So stunningly gorgeous. They are clip-ons. I ended up getting these from FARFETCH when I did a collaboration with them maybe like 3 years ago, and I have been loving them ever since. They are quite heavy, but anytime I wear these earrings, they make such a bold statement. If you didn't know, FARFETCH does have a pre-loved market section with lots of Chanel. I've actually come across quite a few pairs of these earrings for significantly cheaper than what I got them for off of FARFETCH. I did do a collaboration, but I used some credits towards getting them as well. But don't they just make a moment? They make the moment. In addition to these, I have another piece from the same Chanel collection, which is this Chanel chain belt. And I came across this in a luxury vintage shop in the Hamptons quite a few years ago, and like, this belt is life. I mean, I could definitely wear it with this dress. Any kind of dress that's kind of plain, like a bodycon dress, works so well with this belt. I mean, y'all, this belt is heavy. It's heavy and it's giving luxe. Like, Chanel just doesn't make things like this anymore. But how you see it, how fabulous is this belt? I love it. I actually wore it during New York Fashion Week, the most recent one I went to, and I think a green dress, and it works, guys. It's stunning. Yes, so this belt was also from an early 1990s collection, and it's weighty, it's heavy, it's gorgeous. I will have this in my wardrobe forever and probably pass it down to somebody, girl. But I have also seen this belt on the pre-loved market recently for a little bit less than what I paid for mine, so I'll be sure to link this belt as well as any other vintage Chanel belts on the pre-loved market that I can find for you all. Now, I do have another more recent Chanel purchase that I got towards the end of last year, right before I went to the Bahamas. If you haven't watched that vlog, you need to go back and watch it. It was amazing. But I picked up these sunglasses. They come in this beautiful case with a diamond encrusted CC here on the side. Lift it up, you can see the Chanel symbol there in suede. And we have these. I actually don't know the name of these sunglasses, but they are so extra. On the handles, on each handle, there is a little CC symbol. Hopefully you can see that. They're almost like a blue light lens. And there's a Chanel embossed on each lens in the upper corners. Not sure you can see that either. But other than that, they're just pretty plain, but they have this visor that has like these beautiful crystals in it, and then there's also a little CC there. These are the ultimate hater blockers. Now, y'all know I call my sunglasses hater blockers because, you know, they can't ever look directly in your eyes, you know. But how cool are these when they're down? They provide almost like a shade for your eyes, but you can also lift them up a bit for a different kind of vibe. And they're just stunning. I think these were from the Resort collection of 2023. And if I can find any of these, I will link them, but I was sold. I ended up getting these at the Chanel boutique at Brickell City Center in downtown Miami, and I've been hooked on them ever since. They are quite delicate, so I always keep them in the case when I travel, but they're just so much fun. I think I wore them when I was in the Bahamas with a black swimsuit, and it just set it off. In the sun, you can really see the diamonds like glittering, and it's a moment. It's a moment. Okay, next up we have the most iconic pair of shoes that I own, and they are from Schiaparelli, and they are incredible. They are these golden and silver toe like T-strap suede sandals. and they are everything. Like when I first got these and I did a whole video about them and I styled them a ton of different ways, people were hating on them so bad, and then I made everyone love them. You guys know I love a little weird shoe. Like the weirder the better. Like the weirder it is, the more I like it. But these are so gorgeous. This is like the first and only Schiaparelli piece that I own. These were quite expensive. They also come with a bow that is removable. I ended up wearing these and like an all black outfit for, was it Christmas? And it got so much love on Instagram. And then I also wore it with this sheer skirt and gray sweater, and that got a lot of love as well. It's like every time, oh, and I also wore this during New York Fashion Week with a black fringe age dress or age dress. Every time I wear these, it goes over really well. Like people love these. They also come in a mule version. I actually really love the mules. I wish I would have waited and got the mules. But they're just so cool and fun and funky and out there, you know. It takes a special person to wear golden toes with silver toenail polish, but I just think they are the coolest shoe of all time. And the detailing on them is stunning. I would love to own a piece of like Schiaparelli couture, but I gotta get my money up first. Like, let's be real, I gotta get my money up first. But I love these shoes. They came in a gorgeous pink box. Each shoe has a pink satin bag. I got these at Bergdorf Goodman, which in my opinion has the best collection of Schiaparelli outside of the actual boutique in Paris. So if you're ever in New York, pop into Bergdorf and check out their room. But yeah, so gorgeous. Love these. These are the only shoes that I actually baby because they cost so much, but I love them. Let's get into the next piece. Okay, next up is a little something from Hermes, and you might think it's jewelry or ready to wear or a bag, but y'all know that I don't have an Hermes bag yet. But this is probably my favorite purchase ever from Hermes, and I think that they are iconic. And it is these Oran sandals in the purple fur. Like, these are exquisite, and I think I got these in New York at the New York boutique and meatpacking district, and I took them with me to Paris and I wore them every day down to breakfast. And let me tell you, the looks I would get, like everybody was just staring at my feet. They're just so cool. I believe they also came in like a furry orange, and then they also came in shearling. If I could have got the shearling ones, I would have got the shearling ones as well. But the vibrancy of this purple is unmatched. It's just like luxury on your feet, and they are so comfortable, so fun. I love this deep hue of purple. And yeah, I feel like I'm going to be spending more time in New York during the cooler months, like the fall and winter this season. So especially the fall, kind of like summer into fall. So these will come in quite handy. Also, if I'm traveling abroad to like Paris and such in the fall season, these will come in really, really well. So another iconic piece from Hermes, and it is in a bag. If I can find these anywhere or similar ones, I will link them down below. But y'all know how Hermes is. Like, girl, you gotta be on the website at 4 o'clock in the morning to get the good stuff. You heard it here first. Okay, next up we have my Dior saddlebags. I have 3 that I'm going to show you all today. The first one is my pony hair Dior saddlebag. This is of course John Galliano era. It's everything. Like, I love this bag. I ended up getting this from What Goes Around Comes Around. I believe I got it shipped from the What Goes Around Comes Around in LA. It was quite a pretty penny, but I got it for either Christmas or my birthday. I can't remember, but I've had her for about 2 years now, and I've worn her in so many different ways. She is just glorious. Okay, this is the largest like size, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So I've worn this bag quite a few different ways, and she's a favorite in my wardrobe. I will probably never get rid of her. I haven't seen too many of these on the pre-loved market. I feel like once a person has this bag, they're not getting rid of it. But I would try and find some similars for you all. Next up, we have the most expensive bag in my collection, which is this Dior saddle bag in the classic newspaper print. This bag came out in 2000. Again, John Galliano. I believe both of these were from the same collection, which is kind of strange, right? Same collection, both of these super cool bags. This one is like a large. This one is a medium. And I got this, when did I get this? I got this year for my birthday. But I got it before my birthday, but that's what I got it for. It's so amazing. Of course, that classic newspaper print, gold hardware. All of the inside of these bags are pink satin from this collection. Love that for me. I have worn this. I'll pop a few pictures up for you guys. But as far as bags go, this is the one I baby the most. And I don't baby my bags at all. Like, I will wear them until they are falling apart. But because she's so expensive and rare, we only pull her out on special occasions. If I can find any of these online, I will link them. But I did get mine from a private seller on Instagram. She is so incredible. I'll put her information down in the description box next to this bag. But yeah, Dior has come out with a like a remake of this bag, but it doesn't have Paris on it. It has Paris, New York. And I think it's already sold out. I did tell you guys maybe like last year that they were doing this. So hopefully you were able to get yours through pre-order. But if I can find any, I will link them. Just know this bag is so expensive. It's like $20,000. That's not what I paid for this bag. But this bag, the cheapest I've seen it is $20,000 online. So yeah, there's that. And then we have my Christian Dior Rasta bag. This is from the Rasta collection, and I just couldn't pass this one up. I got this in Paris at Valois Vintage, one of my favorite luxury consignment shops in Paris. I've taken you guys there quite a few times. Even in my previous Paris Fashion Week vlog, they had a preview and I took you guys to that. So if you want to see what kind of things they got, and y'all, they got the things. Like all the classic Chanel collector's items, they got them. Go back and watch that video because I take you and I show you everything. But yes, I got this from them. The price was amazing. I also got the matching dress from Valois Vintage, and like, I love the colors. It's just so much fun. And of course, I mean, it's Rasta. This guy has dreads. Like, it's so cool. Like, such a fun bag. So yeah, those are my top 3 Dior saddle bags. And if I had to choose, I couldn't choose a favorite. I love them all for different reasons. But I believe, like, for me and my personality, the Dior saddle bag is my favorite style of bag of all time. It's just so fun and unique, and it fits perfectly in the crook of my arm. So if I can find any of these, of course, I will link them down below for you guys. And speaking of Dior, I have another vintage Dior bag. This is the Dior Columbus Street Chic bag. This is a vintage bag. I think I got this for like $1,000. This was really when I was on my Dior vintage kick and I was looking up all of these vintage Dior bags, and I love this bag. It has a canvas strap that's adjustable. It has a little tiny Dior pocket bag attached to the side, almost like a cargo pant, and that's the feel it gives me. It's more like a utility, very like New York. It's a street chic bag, and this comes in a ton of different colors. I recently wore this one with like an all white outfit, and it ate, and the bag set it off. It ate. So I would definitely link a few of these online. I think this bag is just so iconic for it to be a vintage bag. It's still giving today, you know, and that's what makes it iconic and timeless. let's get into the next thing on the list. Now we have another piece of jewelry. This is also vintage Christian Dior. I don't know the year of this, but I also got this from FARFETCH. Again, FARFETCH has an excellent pre-loved section. I'll just go ahead and link some of my favorites on the pre-loved designer luxury section of the FARFETCH website. But this is a Christian Dior herringbone necklace, and it is absolutely fabulous. It comes with like this little clip that almost looks like a hair clip, and you just bring it around your neck and clip the necklace like so, and then it just kind of falls right between your bust. And I don't know if you can see on this little tag here, but it has a CD there as well as the CD symbol on this clip. And I just thought this was so much fun, and it was quite affordable. I think when I got it, it had already been marked down. And I just thought it was so chic, fun, and cool. And I don't wear many necklaces, so that the necklaces that I do have, they have to be showstoppers. They have to be iconic, unless they are like my everyday dainty stack. But she's a beaut, she's vintage, and I love her. Okay, another iconic piece in my wardrobe has to be the Loewe Obi Belt. Now y'all know when this belt came out, it was everywhere, everybody had it, but it also just makes a look. I mean, that peplum, she's a vibe. I have it in black leather, which I've worn so many times, so many different occasions. I also have it in the denim, which I don't honestly get enough wear out of, but she about to make a comeback. I'm gonna put her on my clothing rack over here so that I see her more often, so that I wear her. And the thing is, they are reversible. You can wear it this way, you can wear it the front way. The black one definitely is a little more versatile than the denim, but the black one is definitely iconic. One of my most iconic accessories in my wardrobe. Now, speaking of Loewe, we have my Loewe denim fold boots. I absolutely love these boots. I remember when I first saw them on the runway, I screenshot them and they were on my wish list, and I ended up getting them when they very first came out at Bergdorf Goodman. And then I wore them in Paris Fashion Week, and I got clowned so bad for these boots. But these boots are iconic. These boots, if I was a boot, I would be this boot. Okay, they're so fire. I love that they show a little ankle. You don't really have to wear them with socks. They look great with leggings. They are perfect for fall. I'm a denim kind of girl. I have denim bags, and so they look great with denim, even like a denim jacket. And they're actually really comfortable because they're not that high. They can be worn pulled all the way up to show the multicolored denim, or folded over, and they're just iconic. Okay, these boots are everything. They don't make these boots anymore, so if I can find any on the pre-loved market, of course I will link them down below. But you guys know I'm a Loewe girly. I love Loewe. Speaking of Loewe, we have my Loewe balloon sandals. Iconics, icons. Like, they make any look. Okay, they're just a shoe, but I get so many compliments. These are such statement shoes, such showstoppers. People always ask me about these, and I'm so happy that I got them. Where did I get these from? I think I also got these from Bergdorf Goodman, and iconic. Like, anytime I pull these out, these are an archive shoe. In 10 years, these, and I put these shoes on, they will still hit. People will still go nuts for them. I've styled them so many different ways. They're super easy to style. They're just a black shoe, but the balloon is what does it for me. They're just works of art. So we gotta love a Loewe moment. Okay, speaking of denim, let's get into a few more Chanel pieces. Of course, my Chanel denim classic flap is an icon, and she's extra special. I wear her a lot with my denim Tom Ford sandals, my denim Obi sandals from Hermes, or is it called? No, my denim Oran sandals from Hermes. I could wear this with my denim Obi belt from Loewe. just so many different things to wear this with that I have worn it with. But it is so gorge, very, very expensive. But I got this on sale from What Goes Around Comes Around in New York City in Soho, and I'm thrilled with her. I will never part with her. This is the only Chanel classic flap that I own, which says a lot about how I feel about Chanel, but she's stunning and gorgeous, and I will never part from her. I believe she is probably my second most expensive bag, next to the Dior newspaper saddle bag. But yeah, I love her for summer as well. She can make an outfit. Okay, speaking of making an outfit, one of my more recent purchases is this vintage Chanel pyramid bag from Karl Lagerfeld, I believe 1995 collection, maybe 96. But they had their show at the Met, at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City when this debuted, and I just thought, this is fire. Like, look at the handle. It's so fire. Like, you could just I wore this during New York Fashion Week recently, and I paired it with my Schiaparelli golden toe sandals, and it was a vibe. Okay, everybody and their mama said they liked my outfit, including Olivia Palermo, who I saw at a party, the Alexander Bierman shoe party. So yeah, I was giving fashion with an O-N, and I love it. On the inside, it has a motif of different like Chanel symbols, including something that says New York, because this show was actually held in New York. And so it's a really cool keepsake collector's item. I got this from Consign of the Times, which is a luxury consignment store here in Miami, and I tend to find some really good gems at that store. They are online and they are on Instagram, and every couple of days they do a live showing all of their pieces. And if you are a luxury fanatic like I am, you need to follow Consign the Times on Instagram and check out their stories, because they do sell over Instagram and they sell online as well as their store here in Miami Beach. So yeah, love this bag, and she is definitely an icon. Okay, next up we have the iconic Chanel Pearl Mules. I love them. I believe I got both pairs of these in Paris. I think I got the black first. I was looking for these in my size and couldn't find them, but I did find the black, so I just went ahead and got those. But they are just the classic leather pointy-toed pearl mules, and I just feel like they elevate any outfit, like any outfit that I wear these with. And I still do wear these quite often. I really love the two-tone, which I ended up also getting in Paris, I believe, like maybe the next time after I went to Paris after getting these. But they're so stunning, and they've held up so well. They're super chic. You can wear them with some jeans and a t-shirt, and it's a bop. Of course, they have that pearl on the back of the heel, and these are just two pairs of shoes I would never get rid of. They're comfortable, the heel is not too high, they're chic. If I can find any of these on the pre-loved market, I will link them, because of course they don't make these anymore. But there was a time when all the girlies had these shoes, and I will just never get rid of them because they're classic and they are iconic. Okay, next up is some hat wear, and it's my Gucci New York Yankee fitted hat. I can't remember when I got this hat. I think I've had it for about 3 years now, but I also have the matching platforms. I got the platforms first when these very first came out on the Gucci website, and then I got the hat maybe like 6 months after I got the shoes. And I often wear them together, but I usually end up wearing that hat with a lot of burgundy or a lot of like muted colors, because it's more of like this canvas color, and of course burgundy. I recently wore this hat in New York City with this gorgeous parachute skirt from Metamorphosa. I got that skirt from Wolf and Badger in Soho. They also sell it online, and it also comes in a lighter color. It's also goes up to plus sizes, so I'll link it down below. But yes, everybody went wild for that post, and anytime I wear this hat, it's just a vibe. It's just a moment. Like, this is the hat of all hats, and if you're a New Yorker, you know what's up. Like Gucci and a Yankee fitted. This is iconic. This hat is iconic. If you can find one, if I can find one for you on a pre-love market, I'll link it down below. But they are few and far between, because like the New Yorkers that have this hat, they are never getting rid of it. Like, it's that good. So yeah, my New York Yankee Gucci fitted hat is iconic, and of course it's on this list. Now let's get into some more bags. We have my Celine Pillow Bag, which I bought twice. If you know, you know. If you've been following me for a while, you know what's up with this pillow bag. It's gray and it has silver detailing, a top handle. It's poofy goodness. It's just so good. I usually wear it with a pair of gray thigh-high boots from Tamara Millen that is also like a gray leather. There's just something about the puffiness of this bag that I really enjoy. Now, this was back when puffy things very first started coming out, you know, and I just was like, ooh, I want something vintage. So I went with old Celine, and I got this bag. I ended up selling it back to like Rebag or Fashion Pile, I think Rebag. And then like a few months later, I was like, no, I need this bag. And so I had to buy it again and pay like $100 more. But this bag is gorgeous. She's supple. She's fire. I love a top handle bag. And she's iconic. Okay. In addition to that bag, we have the Louis Vuitton spaceship bag. Now, I call it the spaceship bag because it looked like a little spaceship. It's really cool. But I got this very recently. I think I got it from Rebag. I borrowed the bag for Fashion Week, and I loved it so much I just ended up keeping it. I was like, girl, ring it up. I mean, I got a tiny discount, but I could not be without this bag after I wore it during like New York and Paris Fashion Week. It was just so cool. I actually got invited to a Louis Vuitton event while at Paris Fashion Week, and I wore the bag twice to 2 different Louis Vuitton events that I was invited to in Paris. And like, I got so many compliments. This bag is actually from the men's collection. It has 2 deep pockets. You can fit your phone in there, but it's just a conversation starter. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous, and the price was really good. I think it was maybe like under $1,000 or maybe a little over $1,000. But yeah, such a conversation starter, so much fun. If I can find any on the pre-love market, of course I will link them down below for you all. And speaking of iconic bags, we have her. Now, she's fairly new. This isn't vintage. This is the Jacquemus silver bag that rocked everybody's world, and everyone was clamoring to get her. She's fun. She's cool. She's silver and gold, so she's a mixed metals babe. She fits quite a few things in her, and like, she just gives elevated moment. Of course, you can dress it down with like a t-shirt and some jeans and like a bomb like gold shoe, but she's just fun. And I feel like in about 2-3 years, this is gonna be like an archive piece that everyone is talking about. Of course, they have since come out with other colors, but none of them does it justice like the reflective silver bag. I mean, she's a moment. She's an icon. If I can find any on the pre-love market, I will link her down below. But of course, I think she comes in black now. And snakeskin. I was considering the snakeskin version, but I decided against it. But she's so much fun, right? Jacquemus, iconic bag. I can't even think of the name of it, but at this point, she's an icon. She's an icon. She's a legend. And last but not least, that went by fast, didn't it? If you enjoyed the video, this is a good time to thumbs it up. Thumbs it up, and subscribe, because there's a lot more fashion where this came from. But number 20 on the list, yes, that was 20 things, even though I did technically show you 4 Dior bags that counted as one. There are 20 things on this list. Last but not least are my Timberland knee-high boots from the Timberland Veneta Carre collaboration. These boots scream New York. They scream Harlem World. They scream Brooklyn. They scream around the way, girl. And they just give me the vibes. I got these from Net-a-Porter. And they were so inexpensive. I feel like they were like $200, maybe $300. And I told y'all to get them. I was telling everybody who would listen, hey, these boots, these are the boots. Like, it's giving, what's the shoe? Was it Jimmy Choo? No, Manolo. The Timberland Manolos, you know, the ones that J-Lo used to wear. This is what these are giving. But they're knee high, so that makes them even better. Anytime I wear these boots, people go nuts. People go nuts. If you're a New Yorker though, you really go bonkers for these boots. They're just so much fun. And I get a lot of wear out of them in the fall and winter season. I've even worn them in Paris. Like, these boots are the boots, and they're very, very comfortable. I'm not sure, I don't think they make these boots anymore. Hopefully when I showed them the first time, y'all bought them, because these boots are iconic. And I feel like in about 10 years, the girl is gonna be like, oh, those are vintage. They're gonna be like, oh, we need those boots, like we need another remake. So yeah, love those Timberland boots. If I can find any pre-loved, of course I will link them down below. So those are 20 of the most iconic accessories, bags, and shoes in my wardrobe. You even saw my most expensive bag and shoe from Schiaparelli. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Sound off below and give me your top 3. I need your top 3 down below. Your top 3 favorites in my icons category. I can't give you 3 because I love them all equally. And a few of them can hear me. And I don't want them to get upset and start breaking and things like that, because I've chosen a favorite. I love them all equally. And I hope to be adding a few more icons soon, so stay tuned, we shall see. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, and I think you did, please thumbs it up. I would love 4,000 thumbs up on this video. It helps me out so much. Subscribe if you're new here. I would love to have you join the fam, and click the notification bell so that you never miss a video. Do not forget, I've linked all these things down below, including this really cute dress from Walmart. All right guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.